Hey, Brad. Hey, Jenna. How are you? Good to see you guys. How was your weekend?
Hey, how's it
Hey
going?
Brad, hey
Jenna,
Al.
how was your yeah?
Yeah,
How was your weekend, Jenna?
it was good. Actually, not too bad. I even got to take out the Avata for a walk. So
Oh, you did?
not all
Nice.
bad at the end of the day. Yeah, I just flew it around the house. Um,
I'm
yeah,
so
just
jealous.
wanted some sick time. I was having withdrawals, and I'm starting to hear these voices. Precious, precious, where's my precious?
Good one. Good one.
Nice.
Yes, precious. That flying ring.
Yeah,
Well,
I have a
did you?
video idea on that one. I might make that one of these days.
Yeah, that's a good one. It is a good one. So tonight, look, I'm hoping that our one of you guys that wants to join us. We had our guest lined up, and he might be a little late. But if anybody in the chat wants to join in, at the top of the comments is the link for tonight's show. But at the end of the show, we're going to be giving this guy away, which is a contribution from one of my neighbors that in iFlight, Brian Galena. So we're looking at this Nebula 6/7, guys. It's a nice little drone, and maybe I'll give away the goggles next time. So stay tuned to that. And Brad, you'll help me, and Jenna, you will arbitrate the whole thing. Make sure it's been done according to the blessed rules of
Yep,
the live stream.
some GCP
Yeah.
good practices. Yep, all that good stuff.
Mhm. Uh-huh. Um, So we were having a pretty good discussion before we got on the air, right? We were talking about the Vata and the Defender 25. What are the good things and bad things about it, right? And I know that Jenna, you just flew your about it this weekend, and you know that really well. Um, so I'm not sure if we want to play Nobu's video now or later, or to do the comparison, but
We could set it up. I mean,
we could set it up, but let me just jump into the website and just show you what we have. Let me see if I can key it up right. Because
Al,
I
I
know.
posted the link to the I posted the link so folks can join in the chat.
Perfect. Thank you.
So if anybody wants to come in, Al will see you in the back room in the green room if you pop in, and we'll get you in here.
yep.
Yep. Okay. So this is kind of a pre-recorded little session. Okay, guys. So what I wanted to show you is the latest FPV Defender 25 from iFlight. It's actually a pretty cool design. It kind of looks a little bit like the Avata. So let's learn more about it. And
Oh,
let's go here. It's Cheers.
cheers.
priced at $539.99 as a
Oh,
25-inch pusher prop. It looks like. Yeah,
don't have any sense.
539. That's really expensive. Some of the other features that we're seeing is that you can choose whatever receiver you want. So you can go with That's the only good thing about that. You can, if you already have your receiver or your RT set up, closer, you can choose your receiver. Here, it does not have a one-axis gimbal, but you can see that it has these
So
battery
how
launchers
new is
right
this?
here.
This
And
just
probably
came
be able
out,
to see
right?
this a little Yeah, they're taking orders now. Here. Let's look underneath. They're back ordered now because everybody's like buying it up. But it was what, about 2 months ago? Mounts, which means that it has About 3 months
Oh,
ago.
I see.
Screws. You got a
You got two different battery options there, huh?
two and a half inch
550 and a
you
900.
can see the air intakes in there, so it looks like a pretty decent design. Let's look at the top view now. And they do the battery clips here as proprietary, but they use the XT30 connector. Here, and then we can see the battery being plugged in
Now,
here.
this will show you how much I
So
know
that's a
about the
battery plug.
milliamps and the
Let's see
S1s and
what
S2s. Is that what that is?
on
A
this
550 is
picture
an
right
S1 and a
here.
900 is an S2.
But you can definitely see that there is no gimbal. Yeah, I mean, they're longer range batteries, right? So they're bigger. Adjustments. Okay, so
Okay.
let's take a look at the back now. Gets a little bit interesting here. So
Yeah, I just look at it. It's just got a bigger gas tank.
the battery clamps. And they're doing the proprietary battery thing like DJI, so that's where they're going to make the money here.
Oh,
Battery.
okay.
It clamps
right?
in here.
But they're
and
not,
flows
because you'll see at the
into
end how much they are.
to the quad here. And then you see a Type C USB connector
Say hi to
here,
everybody in the
which
chat.
is nice.
Good
Uh,
idea.
And then we see another
after
one.
the
I
video's
think I
done,
see
we'll try to
another
be a
one
little
right
more
there.
personal and call out a few folks.
So let's take a look at this picture here. This is the side view again, and you can see that it has a built-in action camera.
It's a good-looking little
here.
drone. I mean, it reminds me of the Avata for sure.
3D printed
And
thing. The other
yeah, and
thing is
there's
the
your
batteries
action
clamp
camera
down pretty well.
mount
And
built
you
into
also
the
have a
quad
very nice
already,
connector.
so you don't have to
Well,
3D
once
print
again,
it.
the drawbacks here are going to be that it's proprietary.
Well, it looks like it lends
is
itself to
a
have most anything on that thing
XT30
3D printed.
card.
So I
So
would
that's
dare
Sure.
say
nice. You can see you could
once you
buy
can get the
additional
STL
batteries,
files, you
and
can
they're
repair
recommended
your
a
own drone.
550 milliamp hour battery. Or you can go all the way up to the
What I was
900
interested in is the bottom half, how they mounted
milliamp
the
hour batteries. I think
the
that's going to
OcuSync
definitely
3 air
push it
unit.
over the 250
The,
grams. So
the
if you
new
stay with the 550, you'll stay under the radar and keep it under
Oh, it's
250
it's
grams. So
an
that's
OcuSync
nice. That's
3
what this
unit in it. Oh,
product
that's
is
yeah,
great.
this
Yeah.
is OcuSync
Somebody.
3.
for. Let's see, what are
So
we
here's
looking
your
at here? It's
accessories you can
under
purchase.
25
Nothing out of
charging
the ordinary.
adapters. You can buy a VTX antenna, your extra props, and here's what the DJI OcuSync 3 air unit
But it's very
filter
similar to the
you can buy
Avata.
here.
Yeah, they're kind of using the same lenses.
$79. So uh, so you can get frame parts starting at $1.99. So that's quite interesting. Um, all right, in the box, you get the quad, 150 milliamp hour battery. You get your props,
And note on
25
that last
kilowatt
little
props.
cable.
You get your charging adapter, and you get your charge
GoPro Bones.
adapter cable set.
Yeah.
Interesting. So you're going to need some, and then you got a GoPro Bones cable. Oh, that's nice. Usually you have to buy those separately. So definitely targeting the GoPro 10 Bones market here. So those kind of users.
Yeah, I'll go ahead and stop it. I think we basically covered everything.
So what are they writing here? The descriptor, after 2 years with a very
Jump ahead
successful having the large endurance.
I just want to get to the price of the battery. There you go. Look, $16, $17.
$16. Wow, that's pretty
$16
cheap.
for the battery.
It's very cheap.
$23 for the
I mean,
battery.
what's the runtime
Oh
on them?
my
A couple,
gosh,
4 or
that
5
is
minutes?
900 is only $24.
That's pretty. It seems reasonable.
Wow.
Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah, even though they're kind of
I mean,
custom.
between $50 to $100.
Mhm.
Yeah,
That is
yeah.
a
So I'm
freaking
very
awesome
surprised,
battery,
even
to
though
be
they're
honest with you.
proprietary, right?
See,
Right.
if you can purchase
So
one of these for
I
this
think
price,
that's,
unbelievable.
$539
$550,
for this little whoop, though. That's pretty steep, don't you think, Jenna?
Yeah.
I'll go ahead and stop the video.
$24
Yeah.
battery.
Let's kind of discuss the pros and cons and how much it is, right? So that means you need really nice goggles too. You can use the V2 goggles, or you can use the new goggle. What are they called? The twos. It's so confusing with DJI sometimes.
2.0s, right?
Yeah, not the V2, but the 2.0. Yeah.
Yeah, they call them goggles 2 on the new ones, right? And then they call
Right.
the previous ones the V2 goggles. Yeah.
And the preview before that was the V1. So
They
now
were
we
just
have,
goggles.
yeah, with the goggles. Yes, exactly. So yeah, so
Hey,
we're talking.
so
Go ahead.
with all this, oh, well, I was going to say, I mean, that's all I know about that drone so far, watching the show live here and being on it. But it still seems like to me the Avata would be a better option, but I just don't know. I mean, I need more information, I guess.
You got longer range. Well, it all depends on your receiver you put in it, because you can use the TBS Crossfire or the ELRS receiver in it, and man, that will transmit a long ways, Brad. But the problem you're going to have is the battery.
Well,
Right.
yeah, but you're gonna put okay, it's going to transmit a long way. So you got your crossfire in there, and you're in the next county flying it, and all of a sudden something goes wrong.
Well, I
Yeah,
think it's
right.
more for the penetration purposes, right? So be able to punch through those trees around that wall and stuff like that. So, yeah, but
Yeah, but I
it,
mean, to
it,
your point though, and then and then it goes down again, which is a thing. I mean, that's my pet peeve. You're going to
but you
spend
do have turtle.
$500. Yeah, but you're going to spend $500-$600 on something, and it's going to just go down, and then you're just going to be scratching something. It's like, where in the hell is it?
Yeah, exactly. That would be
Right.
scary as
I
hell.
mean, seriously, if you're going to spend that kind of money, I mean, God, I mean, put some sort of, I mean, go put
GPS
it
on it, get it home.
Well, put an air tag on it or something. I
Yeah.
mean, what the hell?
Right.
Jesus, they're not that expensive for crying out loud.
They're not. Really not. Or the GPS modules, they're only like
Yeah,
$15.
but something, right? I mean, seriously, they're not that expensive. I mean, why spend $500 for something that you can definitely, well, not definitely, but I mean, it's a good chance it's, I mean, this thing's only like this big. It's smaller than the Avata, and you're flying in grass this high. You're just gonna sit there and play peekaboo with it all day.
Yeah, I mean, the only advantage I see is a sub 250 grams. But as soon as you put any external device on it to record, you're not under 250 anymore. Um, yeah. So the Avata is looking a whole lot better because it's what, another $80 more? How much is the Avata nowadays? Let me look it up.
I don't think it's that much more, is it?
Yeah, yeah, I don't think it's that much more. I wanna say it was $5.99 maybe by itself. I'm gonna look it up.
Yeah. Let's see. Specs video by.
Yeah, I think the Avata's. I mean, and I'm not just being partial. I just like a piece of equipment that has found a niche and then kind of capitalizes on it in multiple ways. Because you got battery life, you got GPS, you got camera, and you
Okay.
got the different.
Yep. So the Avada's
629. Yeah.
the 629, right? So
Right.
$90 more, right? Roughly, right?
So for $90 more, what are you getting? You get a longer flight time. You're getting a GPS. It's more powerful. Um, it's using a one-axis stabilized gimbal. Oh, did I miss anything else? Oh,
Can't
about
you get
right.
can't you get camera refresh on the Avata?
Yeah, you can.
So
Can.
I mean that's a
Mm,
plus.
true.
Yeah, I mean,
Yeah.
John Carroll just got his new one. His flew away. Wink, wink.
Did they had so he had logs to prove that, and the refresh took care of him.
Hmm.
So that's what the military's been shooting at over here on in Canada.
Hey, I want to be on that team and give me a nice high power rifle. Kaboom,
You take
kaboom.
the rifle. I'll take the F-22.
That would be so much fun. But
Hey,
I guess,
so you were saying, what do you get with the Avata? I guess you get a battery with it. You get one battery. You get 3 pairs of props. I think that's what it is. Yeah, 3 pairs of props. You get a Avata power adapter. You get the gimbal protector. You get the Type C cables, and it's got a screwdriver, which is actually an Allen wrench, I think, and some screws. So that's what you get with the Avata if you buy it by itself for
I
six
turned
twenty
off my
nine.
camera by accident.
We saw that.
Yeah, I
Figured
just
I'd be honest.
yeah. I mean, I just think you just get a little bit more utility with the Avata because, like,
Yeah, I,
Ken
I
released
agree.
video today, and he went over one of the one of the underrated features of the Avata is when you're actually trying to use it to capture an event, for instance, and just how being able to put it in normal mode, just while you're waiting, pop your goggles off your face, just let it sit there, let people regroup, do what they need to do. And then when it comes time, you can go and just keep on, following people, just crack on with it in whatever mode you want it to be in.
And you got the old save my butt button too, right? So
Yeah.
as soon as you hit that,
True.
Yeah. Of which, in that video, he said that he used like twice, in the sense, it was flying in manual, but he like hit the tree and you just pop it in manual mode, or not manual, but like normal mode, and it's going to work to, right itself.
right? And so you have a little bit more protection there too. Not only do you have the refresh you have to pay for, but you have the oh crap button, and return home with GPS.
And it's, and it's
Exactly.
got a bigger payload capability.
So we have quite a
Right.
few folks joining in here. We have John, Flying Flynn Media, join us. Mr. Sky Flies here. One Vision Aerial's also here. Eat More Possum. Actorasho is here. Oh, thanks for coming by, guys. Appreciate it.
Yeah. Hey, everybody. Happy Monday.
Yeah, so I haven't watched this video of Dobos yet, but Jenna, you were saying some stuff about you'd seen this earlier today. I guess I can run it a little bit. I got the audio levels turned down a little bit.
Over the past couple of weeks,
Hey,
I have been
maximize this,
reviewing and building and
the
flying
width on
all of
your
my standard
display.
Cinewhoops and
Yeah,
all
it's
of
just
my
I
conventional
think it's a good
FPV
video.
drones.
I
And
mean,
I felt like
it just
my
really
DJI
highlights
Avata has sort of been pushed to the side a little bit. However, over this
some of
past
the key
weekend, a friend of
strengths
mine asked me to come out to their
of that
BMX
drone.
track and film them for an upcoming event that they are going to be promoting. I said, sure, I'll come out, check you guys out, and do some filming. And after considering all the things that I could bring out there to use for filming, I decided to bring the Avata. And in this video, I want to talk about my favorite feature of the Avata that I don't think is talked about enough. Let's get started.
Yeah, this is a 7-minute long video, so I'm not 100% sure where to go with this. I'm going to bring it on up a little bit.
What's good, everybody? Ken here. You're watching the Original Dobo, and I just wanted to really sort of just talk about my overall experience having to use this for a tracking purpose. Now, I have the Defender 25, which I've been flying quite a bit as well. This is a 4S Cinewoop, and it gets roughly about 4 minutes of flight if I'm really pushing it. One downside to the Defender 25 is you really can't strap a full-size GoPro to this, and I wouldn't trust it with a full-size GoPro. We would absolutely diminish the flight times and the overall stability. However, this is a very nice, agile, capable drone. It's not the Avata, and there's no sense in ever comparing it to the Avata because this has one starlight feature that no other FPV drone has unless if you're running iNav, which is position hold. Now, why is position hold so damn important, and why is it all of a sudden like a big thing to me? Well, I realized over this past weekend as I was filming these guys ride this trail, I kept utilizing position hold as I was waiting for them to line up for their shots. It happened so much that I ended up just flipping toggle back and forth between manual and position hold, manual to position hold quite frequently. Most of the time I was just taking my goggles off, waiting for them to line their shot up, and then I was flipping the goggles down and popping it back into manual.
All right, let's see what else he's got here.
And like you said, literally you can't do that with any other drone.
No, and you know, the DJI FPV is the only one that can do that.
When
but
I was actually going to smash into something just by flipping it into the position hold. So I really feel like that is something that is underutilized. And I know like people are like, well, you should be able to control your drone and blah, 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 blah. Yeah, fuck that. I just want to know that when I need to have a safety net, it's going to be there. And I got to say that this was super reliable. And the number 2 reason why I ended up using this over, let's say, my Shendrone Squirt or even the Defender 25 was the battery life. Even with the GoPro on top, a full-size Hero 11, I was getting roughly about 8.5, 9 minutes of continuous flight, which is still far superior.
Which, I mean, it's almost 2 to 3 times what you'd get with any other drone. And it's not a Bones, of which is, I mean, God, those aren't cheap either. And so you can use the GoPro for anything else. You can take it off, you can vlog with it, put it underwater, blah, blah, blah. So you've got a lot more utility with that camera than you do a Bones.
Yeah, that's true.
That looks like pretty much covers it, right?
Yeah.
Anyways, I also like
That
having the
and,
GoPro on
you know,
here
he
because it
did
gives me
kinda
added frame rate
kiss a few
flexibility, and it
tree
also lets me
limbs or
fly in
branches or
60 frames
whatever.
per second or
But
120 frames
again,
per
I mean,
second, so I can see everything.
the
Now we'll
drone
have to
can, it's
Yeah,
got the guards on it, right? If it was a POS, it probably would have just come down.
right.
Right.
And so
Oh, that's
there's something
cool.
to
I'm
be
gonna have to
said
go back
about
and watch that.
that genre of drone with what you're trying to do. Yeah, if you just want to fly FPV and, just knock yourself out. But, if you're trying to be a little bit more cinematic with it, then you want a drone that, that has capability and utility.
So true. So true. So we had going to switch gears on you guys. So it sounds like everybody's choice here would be to, spend the extra $90 or whatever to get the VADA, right? Because of the fact that you get that stabilized flight or hover mode and the flight time and stronger. The
GPS
only, yeah,
software, you can fly around. I love having that home button, or not the home, but you can see
Yeah,
what home
that's,
is.
having the H on there,
Yeah, I mean that's a nice little feature.
you know where you're supposed
well,
to
it's
be
got the
flying back to. Oh yeah,
so
Brad, you
that
got to.
drone just that well that drone just like the POS drone, it has an oh shit button, right? So if you flip a switch and you're in trouble, it should just stop and hover, right?
Yeah,
Yeah,
it's the same
So I like
controller.
that feature.
Yeah, exactly.
yeah.
Yeah,
Nice to have a pucker switch.
Yeah, I like it. Yeah, there you
that sounds better. Well said.
go.
Yeah, very nice. Yeah, I mean, so talking about the pucker switch, we had a guest come by Richmond, which was Dennis Loveladies, and I know you had a few pictures. I don't know if I have some on my phone I can share, but
Oh, I didn't prepare. Sorry.
no, it's okay. We can keep talking about what the upcoming events. We got, you know, let's see. In Tennessee, there's a big event that I'm going to go see. Is the U.S. The soccer team for the United States women's team. They're playing Japan.
Oh,
And
so you gonna actually go to that, Al?
Mhm. Yep, definitely going to go to that. So if anybody's in Tennessee and wants to join me in watching the U.S. soccer team, women's soccer team, yeah, there we
Oh,
go.
cool.
Yeah, we had a nice little visit with and Al treated us to some really good steaks, and I think I have a picture of those as well.
Yes, you
Some
did.
man, we ate really good that night. Thank you again, Al.
You're welcome.
Well, I'm gonna show you what the inside of mine looked like.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, that's the way he likes them. I
I
like
love,
mine. Yeah, he likes
yeah,
his bleeding.
yeah, I like mine just barely bleeding. Yeah, I like less than medium rare now. I used to be medium rare to medium kind of person. Didn't really like it isn't really blood, but all that wetness in there. But now it just that's what I want, especially with a good steak. Now you can't do that with some of the cheap steaks, which I don't really eat cheap steak anymore. But and then we had a few little refreshments.
Oh yeah, that one came out really good. I like the slow mo video you did.
Yeah. Oh yeah, I did that slow motion one. Yeah, I got that on here somewhere. They're all over the place. They're scattered. Sorry, I'll stop showing off on my phone. But there you go.
No,
There's a
no,
little
no. You can keep
sneak peek.
bragging all you want. That's fine.
Dennis is came through Richmond, and he had been on a long 5 or 6 day journey. Going from Atlanta, Georgia, all the way up to where'd he go? Pennsylvania, and then he
Oh,
went
wow.
to New England. Where'd he go? Went up
And
New
you went
England,
all the way up to Maine to see
Maine,
Susan
and
Lee,
Wow,
then he
nice.
came. Yep. And then he
New
came around
Hampshire.
and yep. He
Cool.
came back through, and he was coming back through Richmond off Interstate 95, which is on his way home, and or at least that part of the journey was. And then he, stayed overnight there, and we all kind of hung out and had some great stories and talked to Matt Northeast from over across the pond. And that was a fun little conversation. He always makes everybody laugh. And then Dennis jumped on the road again the next day and went to Lexington, North Carolina to visit. Who did he visit there? Matt? I can't
You
remember.
got me. I wasn't paying attention.
I forgot
Sorry,
who he visited. Anyway, he visited somebody in North Carolina. I want to say it was Matt, but then and then he went home that afternoon. So he sent me a picture, and I think I can share this real quick. Let me see if I can find it. He sent me a picture of his overall trip, and where is it? I think it's right here. This one's, if I can find it. Oh, well, I can't find it now.
Yeah, I was working on pictures from my Hawaii trip and in one slow-mo video.
Oh, here. Where is that picture? Here we go. Yep, he sent me this picture. If I can flip it. This is that's how far he went on his trip, if you can see that. It's not too blurry. Well, anyway, so he went, he drove for 52 hours, 2,860 miles roughly, in 6 days.
Wow.
A lot of windshield time.
All right, so I'm going to play video of him flying, and let's see if I can find a video file here. Yeah, I should be able to find it. Yeah, there it is.
Yeah, one visionary was asking about Minefield. I went to Minefield year before last, but I didn't make it in 2022.
So I was trying to get Dennis to fly over this area here at Richmond, and he was having a really good time flying. And at the end of the video, it kind of looked like this. I don't know if you noticed this. I have not noticed this here. I know you know where Browns Island is here, Brad, but look at this new building. Brand new building right there.
Over to the left.
Yeah.
Yeah. That one's got a lot of shiny panels on it. A lot of reflections off of that building.
Wow.
And here's the two partners in crime that day. I took them down to Hollywood Cemetery, and we flew from there, and then we came up here, and then we got stuck in traffic leaving. That's where we're running a little late, and we missed you, I guess, we crossed past 10 minutes later, right? So, yeah, there's the rock star, man. He's and there's a digital zoom on that Altel Nano, and you can see the difference. Just going back and forth. I'll hit the button here, and there it is.
Oh, that's nice.
And let's see.
Yeah, Jenna, if you ever come through Richmond, you got to let us know, because we have to take you down there, and that's a sweet spot to fly from. The James River flows right through there. You got whitewater rapids running through Richmond, and that's where my channel name comes from, River City RVA. That's Richmond, Virginia, and we call it the River City, or it's called the River City.
Let's see if I can find that other video file. Okay, this is as soon as we got to the cemetery here. There was these river rescue team practicing, and that's what I'm targeting, going straight at it. And Dennis did too with the Mavic 3, and we'll take a look at his video too. Came out pretty cool. And see, I'm just going to jump ahead. And you see the guys in the raft. They got a jet drive outboard, and they're going to be practicing.
This just recently?
Yeah, this was Wednesday.
Oh, wow.
Watch this
cold
jump.
It was cold outside too.
Woo! It takes some guts to do that right there, man.
And they're running that outboard motor, which there's rocks. I mean, there's rocks inches underneath of that water. So
they're probably skimming off it.
Yeah, they're skimming off the rocks. Yeah, I've been down there so many times in that area. That's a popular spot right there for people during the summertime. Anyway, not during the winter like it is right now.
And this is how they get back down. They go backwards, and then that way they can just gun it out of there. And then
Yeah, well, they go backwards so they can control it, right? So that when
yeah,
they're coming down, they're giving it gas as they're going backwards.
and here goes the second run.
Yeah, they're straddling all those rocks and
Wow.
rapids, and it's amazing what they do down there.
He's hanging on for dear life up front.
That's right.
Hang in there, buddy.
Well,
Okay,
they're
one
also
more. Here we go.
you see how he's in the front of the boat. They're keeping the boat down on the front so it doesn't flip back because there's a lot of weight in the back of those things.
And I
With the
believe
motor.
this was the instructor of the instructors teaching them. So this is what Dennis got a treat of this kind of stuff. It was pretty cool. And then you see them having a conversation here, and then they finally spot me. One of them spots me because I was trying to be right in the sun so they couldn't see me. They'd have to stare at the sun. But I gave my position away, and then they spotted me. And then they waved and went on back to business, doing their business.
They should contact them and give them some of the footage.
Yeah, I know, right?
Yeah. I might appreciate it.
And this is just the manual circle view mode. So, once you start flying FPV Jenna, isn't it much easier to fly a GPS drone or, camera drone?
Oh, yeah.
So much easier.
No, yeah. It just takes your skills to a different level.
It sure does. And then here's the reveal I wanted to show you where it was at. So, as I say, close, close, close. You fly to the city and back. And so I have some more footage. I'll show you what Dennis recorded with his Mavic 3. He had the Mavic 3 and the Mini 3 with him.
Richmond has so much to offer when it comes to flying drones and capturing things along the river and the city, and we've got train trestles all over the place. And
when you're coming down, Jenna.
That's a good question.
You're only, what are you about? You're probably 8 hours away from us, maybe.
I don't think it's that far, 5 or 6.
Maybe not that far, right? You're in upstate New York.
Yeah, up in Binghamton.
Yeah, you might not be even 8 hours. It might be 6 or 7 hours. I don't know. Binghamton. I'm gonna look it up while we're talking.
Yeah, I think it's 5 or 6 at the most. Because you're about 80 miles from the border of PA, right?
Who, me?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm about like 10.
10 miles from the Pennsylvania border?
Yeah.
Oh, shit. Yeah, so you're close enough, thought. Yeah. Yeah.
Is it Bing? How do you spell it, Jenna? Binghamton?
Yeah.
Okay, I found Binghamton.
Close enough.
I don't think that's it. Is it?
Where are you, in New York State?
I am in New York. There is a Binghamton.
Spell it for him, Jenna. So
Bing.
Yeah.
HAM.
Mm-hmm.
TON.
Yeah, that's what I thought.
It's just
all right. That's not coming up. Unless I spelled it wrong. Bingham.
TON.
There it is. That finger. I had a G in there with a T. Okay, got it. Now I'm gonna do directions to Richmond. I know we're boring people in the chat with this, but. So I'm just
somebody
looking at
probably already knows.
sidebar. Oh, we were about right. 6 hours and 23 minutes.
Yeah, it's half a day.
Not bad. Come on. Yeah, half a day drive and stay overnight and go flying down by the James River in Richmond.
I could spice it up with my slow-mo if you want to see it out.
Sure. I always want to see good slow-mo.
Right?
You're right.
Okay. So, all right. I'll present.
Okay.
video file, or I'll just share my screen.
Yeah, you can just share your screen. That's fine.
Okay.
Okay, I'll see it when you share it, and then I'll accept it.
Select the tab, Windows. I'll just do the entire screen. Share. Okay. Ready?
Ready? I'll add it to the screen, and there you are.
There you go.
That's a nice slow-mo.
There's my slow-mo.
Do it again. I want to see that hair again.
Hair flip.
Yeah. See, now I want to go down to Florida. I want to do that with the sun behind me.
That's a good one.
Yeah.
Now, where was this one at?
It was in Hawaii.
Gotcha.
Okay. That's it.
That's a good one. Do you have any video of your flight this weekend around the house?
I didn't. I didn't put it together. That was like kind of late yesterday afternoon.
Yeah.
But yeah, just actually went up the stairs to the deck and threw a tree around the shed, under the porch, around in the backyard, trees.
That's always fun, for sure.
Yeah.
Always fun, for sure. All right. Now let's see Mr. Dennis's footage. Let me see if I can find it. I found it. I'm just going to have to present the file. 659. Video file 659. Okay. This is the Mavic 3. I think he's shooting an auto. No, I think he shot it. Oh, you know why? The lighting looks really bad. I think he shot it in D-Log. Cine light, I think. Yeah. And that's why the colors aren't popping that much.
Well, not too bad. I mean, if anything,
No.
Overexposed, but
You can obviously see how close they are to the rocks. And I think you might have it in zoom because, yeah, I think he does. But Dennis was flying before I did, so he got a lot more footage of it. So I'm hoping he got this one footage where they try to jump that rapid and ended up crashing on the side of the rock. And I'm hoping this is that. They're getting ready for the old wampet. And here they go.
Yeah, get a run ahead.
Yeah. Here we go. He just gunned it. Put it down. Lined her up.
And that thing's got some power.
You can't be wimpy about this. Hit it. Come on.
I'm not.
Here we go.
James River's flowing.
Hit it. Oh, right on the rock.
Oh,
oh wow!
I think, I watched this. Let me back it up a little bit more. Oh, right on that rock.
It's hard to. It's out right outside the frame.
Right on the rock, though. That would have been the shot of the year. For sure. He bounced off that rock, man. That had to hurt.
So that boat, I mean, it's not aluminum, or I mean, it's like rubber.
Yeah. The whole thing is rubber. Is it Kodiak?
It's like a raft. It's like more of a raft, but it does have a firm, like a solid back to hold the motor.
Oh wow!
Yeah, it's. Thank God they're hanging on tight, man. And that rock, he hit that rock hard. Let's see it again.
Yeah, that might have left a dent.
Oh, he was right on top of that thing. Bounced him right back, though.
And that water is cold. They don't want to be flipping the boat over and going in.
No, not at all. You can see them. They all have dry suits on. And
Even during the summertime, the water is chilly. So you can only imagine how cold it is right now. I bet that water was probably 40 degrees.
Yeah. Well, plus
Oh,
that boat's got to pick. I mean, plus that boat's got to get those other two guys out of there too.
Hmm.
I mean, they're just out in the
So
middle of
there's
the river.
always stuff like that going on down there by the river. People floating on the inner tubes during the summer, and you got kayakers, and you got the ones that surf some of those waves right there. They get in there with their kayaks and just surf them and do tricks. And Al's caught a lot of that stuff before.
yeah, and a lot of people. Robbie and I were flying there. Somebody jumped off the freaking bridge and killed himself that day. It was nuts.
Oh yeah,
Yeah, I was like, I really don't want to film this, Robbie. You go ahead. I really didn't want to have any.
did y'all actually see the person that was on the bridge?
No, we saw the fire and rescue just arriving as we were
Oh,
parking. So we headed up to higher ground so we can have a commanding view of what was going on. And they were looking between the bridges, the ramp and the bridge there. And somebody jumped off, walked up the ramp, just jumped right off. And it was quite nuts. Yeah, nothing to.
crap.
Yeah, it was nuts. Let me see. Am I adding 660 to stream?
Yeah. So Idaho quadcopter says, yeah, Ridgeline inflatable boat. Well, you got to have some pair of lungs to blow one of those up.
Yeah. Hey, Marcus, how are you, man? Chris Hope, thanks for joining, man. Thank you. Here's another
Yeah.
shot Dennis captured. It was pretty good. I'll show it to you. 660 coming up. And this is Dennis while he was coming through Richmond. So I'm going to play this video file here. 660 is the one that I got to play. And I'm going to speed it up. Now, so it looks like the guy's critiquing the driver is sitting right here now. We'll jump ahead. They're coming through the rapids here to get their second run at it. And I'm sure the instructor here is telling them what to do. But yeah, see that bridge behind there, upper right-hand quadrant? That's the one I was talking about. All right, guys, get a good run and start. Make it up these rapids. And once again, this is Dennis Mavic 3 last Wednesday as he was coming through Richmond. I had it. Hey, Marcus, Chris, you guys ever come visit? Jenna, we're all going to go fly here. Have a good time. Come on, do it right. Oh, got it.
Oh, wow.
Oh.
Oh, no.
That river is flowing.
That's got cold.
All right.
Oh, in the rocks again. Oops, over.
Let's see. All right, we're almost there. All right, let's put it here.
Wow.
Gun it. Come on. Hey, get it. Ah, darn it.
Yep.
Huh.
Yeah. So as you can tell, that wasn't done as smoothly as the other one was, right? And
It goes to show you. I mean, you can't take just going up the river for granted. I mean,
yeah.
it just, yeah. It's either that or if somebody's up there, right? Yeah, they'll float down to you.
We'll catch him at the bottom. You're so right. So right. Yeah, but it was a very interesting day that day. We really had a good time. We ended up watching a couple YouTube videos that later on that day as we were retiring, getting ready to eat. Yesterday, was it yesterday? No, Saturday, while flying at the James River, saw a couple eagles.
Oh, nice.
Oh yeah, eagles.
Couple eagles. Okay.
Now,
So
did the eagle see you?
I'm going to show you the location that Dennis is flying from now, so you guys give you a little bit of reference. So you know where you have to go fly from, and that we'll call it on that present. So Dennis really enjoyed his time here, though. And we enjoyed his company.
He's got
Oh,
like the
yeah.
best smile.
And now he does. And yeah, so this is how far away we're flying from this area there. You can see he's trying to find the location. I was like, okay, let me just look at your control. And then, since I know this area well, it's easier to find where we were. But I'm just going to speed it up. That's where we're at, right there. So when we're flying to catch those shots, we're minus 60 feet from this location we're flying from. So it's a little unnerving watching your drone go minus what your flying location's from. Okay. All right, so shall we do the giveaway, guys? You guys ready for a giveaway? How many do we have? Oh, we only have 7, so whoever's in here
Oh,
get this little Nebula 617.
wow.
Johnny just popped in. Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
Hey, Johnny.
So just to give you an idea of what we're giving away today, this is what it looks like. It's got a nice little balance, not little charger to go with it with my fingers on. And yeah, so Brad, you want to pick a number and put it in the private chat for us?
Okay.
So
Yeah.
let me see if I can find the private chat.
Pick it. Let's see. We got, man, probably should have did this when we had more people, but.
Yeah, no, the ones hanging out. Hey, Chris Wedworth, thanks for dropping by. Let me see, private chat. Put the number in private chat. And it's going to be a number from 1 to 10, since we only have 7.
1 to 10. All right, let me pick this accordingly.
No, well, I was going to say 1 to 10. What do you think, Jenna and Brad? What do you guys think? Between
I was going to say, don't do 827. I don't think anybody will get it.
No. Well, I think there might be some over. It's going to be hard to pick. So let's do like let's split the difference of what most people do. They usually do 1 to 50. Let's do 1 to 25. And we're already picking numbers. I haven't picked the number yet. Let me not look at the screen. I'm gonna go ahead and pick a number between 1 and 25, and let's. I'm gonna go ahead and
divided by 2 plus 3 minus 6.
All right. So I picked the numbers. So starting. Hold on. I'm gonna put it in the chat. Start picking now. There we go. Right after I start picking now, the number's in our private chat, and as soon as we see it, you'll be the winner.
The happy model, man. Who's going to get the happy model?
I'm watching the chat.
Drum roll. Give us a drum roll. Here we go. Oh, yeah. Joe, oh, we're getting close.
All right. Yeah. Not yet. Almost. Somebody
was.
This won't give it.
Yep.
Somebody was close.
Yep.
It's getting there. So I have all the numbers picked in just a moment.
Mr. Skyfly 25. That's a good idea. He went from the range of 1 to 25. Pretty good.
Yeah. Nobody's got it yet. There's a lot of numbers. All right. I see now. Now they're going to start counting up or down. All right. It looks like we got a winner.
Yep.
One Vision Aerial's got it. 24 was the number. 24. Lucky 24.
Very good job. Okay, so I'll need your obviously all the information, and if you want to put it in the chat, that's fine. If not, shoot me the email, or you can just hit me up on Messenger. Facebook Messenger works. Congratulations, One Vision Aerial.
Absolutely.
Was 24 for sure. Yeah.
And next week, maybe
we'll when they started picking.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, they were picking numbers in the beginning all around it. What's that, Jenna?
I was gonna say maybe next week we'll have that Avata that Brad wants.
Oh, then I'm gonna be in the chat, not on the show, because I won't qualify. I'll be in the chat. Yeah, there you go, Al. You have to convince Robbie to give one away from the World Drone Community next Monday. And then we're going to rig it so I can win.
Actually, I have some matching goggles to go with it. That'll be given away next week. So, yeah.
Oh.
Actually, not next week, but 2 weeks from now, since Robbie and I split the time on this. But yeah, take a look at it comes with batteries. It comes with your charger. So everything you need to fly, except for your remote controller. You got 4 batteries. You'll have hopefully you have goggles and a remote controller to make it work. Because this is a cute little whoop. This is kind of like you'd like to fly around the house, right, Jenna?
Oh yeah.
Those things are fun.
It's just like, what is that? Just like a tiny Hawk type drone?
Yeah, it's exactly like a Tiny Hawk, but it's a 2S instead of a 1S. So they give you 2 connectors here.
Yeah.
So
Yep.
you get the 2S.
Very nice.
Sweet. Good deal.
Well, congrats, Dustin.
And
you
thank
have
you,
fun with
Brian.
that. Yep.
Huh?
Oh,
So
yeah, that was donated. That was donated by Brian
Galina. He is,
Galina. There you go.
He is a very good pilot. We've had him on the show before. We'll have to have him again. He is actually a regular pilot, too.
Cool.
He's one of those guys, like your dad. And Jenna, do you have your single motor license to fly? Do you fly Cessnas?
Who? What? Where? Why?
No, I was asking if you flew regular planes.
Oh no.
And
No.
that's something I picture you doing now.
If I was younger, I might think about it, but I mean, I don't have anywhere to go, and it's kind of pricey.
Yeah, it used to be $250 an hour to rent them. I don't
Yeah.
know what it is now.
Yeah, maybe some. No, I don't know.
Yeah,
We'll
yeah.
see.
He invites me to go with him to when he goes flying, and I go, "Well, you gonna let me take off?" He goes, "No." Can I land? No. Can I fly? Yes. He lets me fly, but he won't let me land or take off.
What?
I mean, if you really want to see what it's like to, well, I mean, you can just pick on like any these YouTube, like I mean, just find somebody's channel, and what it's like to, fly, learn to fly, that sort of thing. But there's a channel that I follow. Was it Baron Pilot? I think it is, and that's a good one.
Yeah, it is.
Yeah.
It is. So let's see. And does anybody have Dustin's address, phone number? You'll contact me, right, Dustin? And I'll get it to you for sure.
Yeah, I would think it. I don't have it. He said, okay. Johnny says he has it, so
Okay.
he might go get it to him.
Yep.
All right. So we've come to the end of the show. Something we need to promote or do shameless promotions on. Brad, anything you want to promote?
No, just working on, we always talk about the South Florida Drone Meetup. It's coming April 1st in Jensen Beach, Florida. I'm starting to work on some, laser and some cork coasters for that, giveaways, and I got to work on lanyard inserts, but just promote that for now, and looking forward to seeing everybody there this year. And it's coming up real quick. We only have about, 7 more weeks before it's here.
Yeah, no, I'm looking forward to it. Got hotel and everything else.
Fun.
Lights down. Gonna come down with a couple friends. Yeah, you know, and even got my bathing suit here ready. You know,
Oh, I like it.
Nice. Colorful.
Well, you're gonna have to come over and take a swim in the ocean with us.
yeah, there we go.
Yeah, really.
We're going down. Me and Jules and Nancy were coming down the week before, so we'll go down to Key Largo, and then spend a couple days there and a couple days down in Key West. Maybe get some more tattoos. Who knows?
Right?
Oh,
Right.
nice.
That's the place to do it for sure.
Yeah.
Yeah, we'll have to record that and fly in and fly out of the tattoo shop like we did with
Yeah, well, I'll bring
the FPV. Yeah, that was fun. That was really fun. Okay, Brad, anything you? That's right. Everything about South Florida drone meetup. I am the same way. We're looking really forward to South Florida drone meetup. Anybody going to be in the Nashville area? Not this weekend, but next weekend. Let me know. I'll be in town, so I'll be going to a soccer game there. So that's my promotion. So promoting the U.S. women's soccer team, playing Japan and Brazil and Canada. All right, that's it.
All right.
I'm calling it, Brad. That's it. All right. So with that
Yep,
said,
that's cool.
thanks
Yep.
everybody, and congratulations, Dustin. Good job, buddy.
Yes.
Good night,
Yep.
everybody.
Congrats.
Thanks, everybody.